Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. You've got Mary live. Hi. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hoping that you are having a great um, hump day. Is it hump day? It is hump day, isn't it? Hello. Hello. Yes. Welcome, everybody. Doing well, and you? It was a good day today. Um, I was able to work out, so you might have seen some of my workout videos. I was able to go ice skating today, so I just posted some of those. So double check, make sure you check out my newest skating videos. Hi there from France, je t'aime. How old am I? I'm in my fantastic 50s. Hello, hello, Merry Christmas, Sten. What about a swimming pool in the back? I don't have a swimming pool in the back at the cottage, no. Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Mario. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Claudio. Yes, hi, Nelmaka. Yeah, it's so nice to see you, Juju. Yes. Yes, nice to talk with you. Hello, everybody. Happy hump day. Are you guys all ready for the holiday season? Have you got all your holiday shopping done? I'm still working on a couple. Still trying to track down a couple of things. Hi there, Eddie from Scotland. Thanks for joining in. It's late over there. Isn't it almost midnight in Scotland? Thanks for liking the twins today, Mr. Rogers. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor too, Mr. Rogers? Yes, welcome everybody. You've got Mary Burke Live. This is the account for you to follow, for you to like, for you to hit subscribe, join, share, yes, all the above, so that you, and then check out my profile page, check out my fan pages. So, 11 o'clock there in England. Yes. Good evening. Hi, Dave. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for looking. Thanks for thinking I look beautiful today and liking my eyes. Do my eyes look blue or green today? I am wearing a blue. So oftentimes my eyes will take on the color. For some reason, when I wear blue, it seems to really pick up the blue in it. So thank you for liking my eyes. Brian asks if they are real. Yes, they are real. And if you checked out my fan pages, you'd know that they were real. At 9 a.m. Thursday in Australia. Well, happy Thursday to those of you that are in Australia. Do I have OF? I have fan pages, and that's why I say you should check out my bio links. Yes. Thank you for liking my eyes. Big and beautiful, thank you. Yes, Thursday morning in Australia. Good day, mate, if you're in Australia. Hi there, thanks for joining in. Yes, welcome, 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 everybody. You've got me live. I'm just checking in today, seeing how you guys are all doing. I had a very fun day today. I spent time with Stella like I always do, but in addition to that, I checked out. During my last couple of lives, I said that I said that there was an ice arena near to the house. Now, I'm back. The cottage is in Florida, so when I started being here full time, I checked out where the ice rinks were around me, because in Alabama it's like a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive to get to the closest ice rink. So this property, I checked it out within an hour. There's like 5 rinks, but then one popped up. It's like 15 minutes away, and I'm like, no way, there's one like 15 minutes away. So I checked it out today. So I did post some skating videos. Again, this is the first time I've been on, other than Thanksgiving Day. It's the first time I've been on skates, and second time in a year that I've been on skates. So bear with me. I have to get my feet underneath me and get back into the swing of things. But that will be something that I will continue to do. My butt is already feeling it from doing the exercise. It's great exercise to ice skate. You like my shirt? Thank you. Thank you for liking my shirt. I do appreciate that. Hi there, old fart from Winnipeg, Canada. Thanks for joining in. Hi there, S. Poulin. Thanks for sending your love. Love, hearts, kisses back. I did do my nails yesterday, so if you missed that one, I posted about my nails. Yes, those nails were done yesterday for the holidays. Thanks for thinking. I'm ready to leave my feet. Yes, getting there. Not quite ready to leave my feet yet, but I'll be jumping before you know it. Yes. Yeah, you like those, all the different exercises that I do? Am I naked on my legs? Well, you have to go there and check it out to find out. I'm not going to spoil alert. Yes. You're suddenly thirsty for milk. I can understand that. I can understand that. Good night, trucker. Good night, trucker. Sweet dreams if you have to go. You like me in leather? Yes, I have. Do have a couple of leather jackets and some leather skirts. So skirts. Those won't be for skating though. My chair is creaking, or the floor. I'm not sure which. As I swing around. Yes. I do not speak Spanish. No, I do not speak Spanish. What's my favorite type of dress to wear or favorite dress? Let me think. I have some fun dresses that I don't wear often. Business attire dresses I wear a lot. I wear those a lot. Now, understand, for 30 years, I wore business suits and dresses and skirts and blouses every day, high heels. When I was in finance and accounting, that would be, I love to get dressed up, and I would dress up every day. So, Ocean Beach, Florida, thanks for checking in. I do appreciate that. Uh, I don't use, somebody said, why do I stop chatting on WhatsApp? That's very rare that I chat on WhatsApp. It sounds to me like that's a fake. I know that there are fakes on WhatsApp, so just be careful of that. And I noticed, here's something that I noticed just today, is that the fakes on Facebook, the fake Marys on Facebook, are attaching a WhatsApp number to it. So just be careful of those, because I don't post that. That's not me. So you have to be very, very careful. I can't stress this enough to people. People get faked out and fooled every single day by fake Marys that are, in my opinion, some guy in India trying to scam you. So there's nothing I can do to control that other than do what I do and report them and hope that the platforms take them down. Facebook, it's an act of Congress for me to get accounts taken down. I report 30 to 40 fake accounts per day that are people trying to steal my content, and then try to capitalize on that, either by going into my own comments and pretending to be me, take you away from the site, the page that you're on, which is my page, take you to someplace else altogether, saying PM me privately. And that is all a facade. That is all fake. That is not me. That has nothing to do with me. So just be careful of that. And like I said, today when I was going through them, I noticed that a couple of the fakes were putting WhatsApp numbers in there, or saying that they had a link button to click WhatsApp. So that's definitely not me. No, be careful. Please, please, please be careful. Don't get faked out by them. Don't. So there are appropriate ways to chat with me, but it is not through Facebook Messenger. It is not through the Facebook itself. It's not through Instagram. It has to be through my fan pages. That's the only way that I can securely chat with anybody other than being live with you here. So please understand that. Yes, OF, that would be one of the fan pages. Fansly is the other fan page. So um, I realize you're genuine. Okay. That's possible that you're genuine. I'm genuine right here. So I'm letting you know that just be careful to make sure, um, yeah, not to respond to them. Every day I've done plenty of social media, and I can continue to do that, to make social media snippets or shorts or reels to let you know about those fakes. They are posted in my lives, because in my lives when I'm done, it's right there. That, just be careful of the fakes, because it is rampant on some platforms. TikTok doesn't do anything about them. Facebook doesn't do anything. I think they encourage it or something. They don't do any fact checking for anything that anybody posts on there. So it's a little bit frustrating that they haven't put on more security about that, as a platform. So, so that's. Am I barefoot? Yes, I am barefoot right now. Yes. I'm always on Santa's list. Always on Santa's list. I'm don't telling you if I'm on the naughty or the nice. um, Telegram is a hoot glass is another. Is I don't even own. I don't open that platform, because same thing applies with no Zangy, no Telegram, no Facebook Messenger, the no Facebook WhatsApp, no Google Chats is another one that I heard people say that got scammed on Google Chats. So none of those are me. The best place to chat with me is on my fan pages, and then you'll know it's me. Because if you think about it, it's just me. And there's only so many hours in the day. And with millions and millions of followers, it is very, very hard for me to, it would be impossible for me. I have a hair. Sorry. I can feel the hair. Sorry. I can feel that hair. Okay. It is next to impossible for me um, to send you a DM saying, or one, sending you a DM saying, follow me, or two, commenting back and saying, hey, leave this page, go to another page, and DM me privately on that page on this platform. I have so that was another thing that I saw today was they were fake Marys saying Facebook private chat page that I established on Facebook, that I established a private chat page. Wrong. No, it doesn't exist. That's not me. It's some guy in India. I'm sorry, or Nigeria. Those are the two places that, like, when I go through the transparency thing, it's if they do post it, those are like the two places that always pop up. The other way to tell is they'll say that I'm from New York, that I was even spotted in New York. One of the fake Marys on Facebook posted a thing saying, I'm in New York. Oh, no, I'm not in New York. I am not in New York. I'm in Florida, not in New York. So that's one. Wisconsin, I've seen me in Wisconsin. I've seen me in Texas. I've seen me in Arkansas. None of those. Florida. Or my farm in Southeast Alabama. Those would be appropriate. Yes, those would be appropriate. But also, for security, I don't tell you exactly where I live. That would be crazy. You're in Texas, Matthew? The fine state of Texas? Yes. The only place I've been to in Texas is Houston. That's right. Google's what got you, Ron? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I know Google will get you. Google will get you. Julie, I didn't miss, I must have missed the question. That I have a lot of people scrolling through. So Florida's in the house. Hi there, Jason. You're watching in El Paso, Brown Pride. Fantastic. Thank you. Viva Las Vegas, Kenneth. It's been a few years since I've been to Vegas. Yes. Something that you should know, Chris, is I don't talk politics or religion here. I want to put a smile on your face, and it's a lighthearted conversation. But and the quickest way to a debate or argument is politics and religion, so I don't discuss them here. How's my garden doing? Well, it's winter time. So, and even though I have not started, what I did decide, what I figured out here at the cottage, since it's in Florida, would have the ability to container garden. So I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna wait till the first of the year, and and before I get the containers and get that all set up. But that's gonna be my plan for this upcoming year. Is I'll do some container gardening here. I'm doing great, Nick. Thanks for asking. What's my favorite city in the US to visit again and again? Well, I go to Disney World again and again. I'm an annual pass holder there. So, and there's always something different to do. I don't always go to the parks. That's the wonderful thing about that is there's so much to do there in and around Disney that you can really just enjoy the hotels. Now, when you're there and you've flown in from across the country, I get it. I got 4 days. I gotta pack in as much crap as I possibly can into that 4 or 5 days, and I get it. But being an annual pass holder and being able to go back, I really get to see some of the hidden stuff. There is one thing that which I should probably check on again. I have not been able to get the keys to the kingdom. I have been trying for a solid year to get the keys to the kingdom tour, and I can never get it. So every time I try, it's never available when I try it. So, um, so that's one thing that I'm interested in. Another place in Florida that I would go to again and again and again is St. Augustine. St. Augustine is absolutely beautiful. The old architecture, the fort, the downtown area. I know it's touristy, but it is absolutely beautiful. And then there's a section there that is not so touristy. It's more resident um, geared, is Crescent Beach, which is just south of St. Augustine Beach. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful on the Atlantic Ocean. So some of my content that you've seen where I've been in like the white cover up and the neon green bikini, walking Stella on the beach or looking out the overlook and all that, that is all in that area. And it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And sadly, I have not gone back. I am a huge fan of St. Pete Beach as well. St. Pete Beach, Indian Rocks, um, Treasure Island, uh, and Pass-a-Grille. I love that area. But after the hurricanes, I can't bring myself to go back there until they've had a chance to heal. So I have not been back to see that. So yeah, you're gonna talk with somebody at the Wall family, see if they can bring me the key. I do appreciate that. John's Pass, yes, John's Pass is beautiful. Um, Rented a house out there before. Before I had property down here, I rented a place in John Pass that you walked through a little thing, but you were right on the beach there. There was a whole clump of rental houses that were right there, and the back porch it was just a little tiny pass through some, it's not a bluff, the dunes, I guess, but it wasn't even really a dune. It was just some tall grass, and it was in St. John's Pass. Beautiful. Yeah, mistletoe's the red. Yes, Cocoa Beach surfboard is in the house. Now, it's been a few years since I've been to Cocoa Beach. That is also a fun, little hidden, more laid back area to go to Cocoa Beach. Uh, I do like their pier that's out there. Is the restaurant still out there? It wasn't the greatest food that was out there, but they do have a restaurant out in the middle of the water on the pier, which is pretty cool out there. So, um, sorry, I have to, nope, I have to go back to somebody that is, nope, that's not who I want. No. So hold on one second. There we go. All right, sorry, I just had to block somebody. The one thing that I ask is that you behave in the chat. So if you don't behave, you get kicked out or blocked. So my room, my rules. So if you don't like it, don't comment. Just scroll on by. Go watch another live stream. Yeah, the restaurants out there aren't that good. Yeah. You like the bar at the end though? Well, I don't drink, so that's I guess I could get a glass of water. Hi there. Thanks. Hi Mookie. Thanks for joining in. Hi Georgius. Welcome. Hi there, Basad. I'm so happy that you were able to relieve your stress. It's a very important thing to do every single day. Relieve that stress. What's my plans for Christmas and New Year's? I will be hosting Thanksgiving. I hosted Thanksgiving. I will be hosting Christmas, and I will have friends and family in town for the time between Christmas and New Year's. I have not made any plans for New Year's yet. I kind of like to, in that respect, as far as planning, I don't plan that far. I never know what's going to happen. So I'm not one of those planners. So that's the other thing. That's why the annual pass for Disney works so well for me, because I could just decide, okay, I'm going to go over to Disney today or what have you, or I'm going to go up to St. Augustine, or I can't, my lifestyle doesn't, and my life doesn't, I'm not one of those, that's why timeshares really don't work for me. Because you have like this open week. This is your home week. You can come during your home week. I have no idea what I'll be doing during that time. So I can't plan that far in advance, because if I do, plans automatically will change. Yeah, thanks for you like when I was putting in the kitchen sinks. Yes, well, it wasn't kitchen sinks. Those are bathroom sinks, the faucets that I was putting in. So I was changing out the faucets. I had in the kitchen as well as in the bathrooms. I had the countertops changed out for a leathered granite. So I had the professionals come in and do that, but then I installed the faucets. They were just purchases that I made at Lowe's. I found a faucet that I really liked. It's the Moen, Moen, and then the line is Avery, Avri. It has a very high arch to the spout, and it was rounded knobs, very sleek design. And for one of the bathrooms, it was one wide set that was an 8-inch spread. So it just had the 3 holes over those 8 inches. So each one of them had to be put in individually. And then whereas the other bathroom had 2 bowls in it. So that one was easier to just do the 4-inch center set. It still has the 3 holes, but the 3 holes are over 4 inches instead of over the 8 inches. So, and it sits on the rim. It has a collar, and those hot and cold sit on the collar, and then the faucet comes out of that one. So that, so I was able to install all 3 of those. And then I just reused the sink in I kept my, it's a stainless steel single bowl, but it had an apron on the front as if it were a farmer's sink. So I did like that sink and wanted to keep that sink once I replaced the countertops. So I kept that sink, and it had the single long curved hose for the faucet in that one that you can disconnect and spray everywhere. So I like that one for the kitchen. So I kept that as well, I guess. You can't even spell Santa. It came up Shanta. Oh no, that's bad. Damn autocorrect. Thanks for liking my hair. Is it my natural hair color? Mostly, do have it highlighted, so I do lighten it some. So you'll see some streaks in there that will give it dimension. So I do get those highlights. And I did post, there is a post somewhere where I was having it highlighted and it looked like I was a Martian or something, that I had like all this tinfoil in my hair. But for the most part, the color is appropriate, because you can see it actually matches like my eyebrows. So I'm not one of those that has the dark eyebrows and then has really light hair. So everything kind of is natural. I do everything naturally. So I don't want anything to look like it's not natural. Yeah, you were in love because I was talking about plumbing. Yes, talking the plumbing. And then I was doing I had to reconnect once. Hi there, thanks, I got some waves. Um, um, so the, so also when you remove I replaced the faucets that were in the bathrooms. And when I did that, I had to take the water hoses off, the leads off. So I was able to reuse those. They weren't very old, so I was able to reuse those. But I did put in a whole new P-trap system, because, even a year or two of being on there, when you take that off, that plumbing, that it just smells. It does when you take that off. So I figured, I had all this stuff open. The actual plumbing coming up is still the original, but that P-trap assembly, I'm like, no, I've got this all open. We're gonna do a new P-trap system. So I did the whole P-trap system too. Yes. So, and it's important that you don't want bad smells coming out of your sink. Working on a toilet, I have replaced many a toilet. I like the new gaskets that they have that are not that wax ring thing. So I never place that wax thing right. I don't know. Anyways. And I have updated a ton of bathrooms. When I was the farm got two in the bunkhouse, replaced those toilets. And then a cabin was a new build, so I installed one in the new build there as well. So, and I think I used Kohler with that one, the Kohler toilet, and the Kohler soft close seats as well that went with that. So, yeah, surfboard, you don't want bad smells anywhere. It's tough enough in the bathroom to begin with. You don't want added, stinky water in there. That's no good. Hi there, Rodrigo. Thanks for joining on. Why don't I wear what uniform? Thanks for liking my hair and my eyes, hair, outfit, and eyes. My eyes are hazel, so they change with what I wear. So some days they look really green. Sometimes they look almost stormy blue or gray. Sometimes they look blue. Sometimes they look like a cat's eye with a lot of gold flecks in it. Sometimes they almost have a violet look to them. Like I said, it depends on what I wear. So the makeup that I wear is the same every day. So that part doesn't change. It's what I'm the colors that I'm wearing that pick it up. Yeah, you want to come to the farm? I'm sure there's lots of people that would like to come to the farm, but unfortunately the farm is not open to the public. It's not like a petting zoo or anything like that. It is my hobby farm, but and I do have the goats and the chickens and the pig. Actually, the pig I rehomed, so no more Papa Pig. Hi, Hannah. Yes, I am married. Yes. Thanks for thinking I look good in lingerie. I do appreciate that. Now you have to be careful because some of the fakes, I've been noticing they've been doing some AI. The fakes have been putting me in bikinis that I've never worn. They've put me in, they've taken off the overalls and put me in something else altogether. So you do have to be careful with that. If you hit follow and subscribe right here, then you'll know that you're really getting my content. So that's another thing that the fakes will do. They'll use my likeness, and it's like remember when I was a kid, they instead of the puzzles where you changed out what the person wore, they had like these. It was like a vinyl cling, and you could change out the dresses or the tops or the skirts, and it was just a doll, but you could, or it had tabs that went over it. You had a, if they were like paper dolls, and you had to, if you remember paper dolls, you could cut out the paper outfits, and then they had like these little hooks or tabs that would go over them. So that's what I think. It's like a modern day paper doll. So if anybody remembers that, I'm probably dating myself with that stuff. How did I learn how to do all that stuff? Is that what's like? Um, how did I learn how to do all the hardworking stuff? By taking notes. No, I started way back 30 years ago with the first property I bought was a renovation. So in doing that, they didn't have Google and YouTubes to be able to go and check all that stuff out, but they did have a Time Warner book series. So um, and that Time Warner book series was Intro to Carpentry, Intro to Woodworking, Intro to Masonry, Intro to Plumbing, Intro to Electricity. I think it was a 10 or 12 book set, interior decorating. It had all of them. And I read the books as I came up with something that I was looking to do. I read how to do it from the Time Warner books. And then from there, if it didn't work out, I hired professionals to come in and do it. But I followed them around. They're probably like, why is this crazy girl following me around? But I was trying to learn, and I would ask them questions. Why do you do that? What's the difference between doing that and that? Well. And so they were always giving me tidbits, or they would tell me how they would do something, and that might have been different from the book. So, so I learned a lot, and I tried to retain that information. And obviously, repetition. The more you do something, the more you're going to learn. You're going to learn. So over the years, I have rehabbed probably a one, two, probably a dozen or more homes, flipped homes. I did some of those flips back in the day. Um, that was a good income source to do that as a side thing. That was the side gig back in the day, was to get a rundown house, gut it, and renovate it and flip it. But where am I from? The United States. born and raised. That's the simplified answer. I was born in New England. I spent my younger years there. From there, I transplanted myself and my family to Florida about 20, close to 20 years ago now, and called that home. In addition, the last 4 years, I've also had the farm in Southeast Alabama. And for a couple of years, I was, um, um, while I was doing a lot of the renovating, I was commuting basically back and forth between Florida and Alabama. So you're in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That always makes me think of Oklahoma with the dun 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 dun, dun. The musical. A one-handed typing is real. It's a difficult thing to do. Yes, you have your other hand is preoccupied, and I completely understand that. And it's important for you to work on and relieve that stress, polish your wood, and get it all worked out for the evening so that you can, be relaxed for the rest of the day and enjoy the rest of your day. If I were to stay in another country after US, which country would it be? Someplace warm. I don't know. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have been to, I was fortunate enough when I was a professional figure skater to tour. I got the opportunity to travel to different countries. And when I traveled to the different countries, I spent 6 months in South America. So between Colombia and Venezuela. And then I spent another 6 months in Europe, spending time in Ireland, England, Scotland, and France. So I did get an opportunity to do that on my own. In addition to that, I've been to Mexico several times, and either flying there or going on a cruise. I've also gone to the U.S. territory, Puerto Rico. I had a lot of fun there. I've been to the British Virgin Islands or Cayman Islands, one of those. Also on a cruise. I have been to Hungary, so that was just a trip. So, but of those, if I were to choose any of those to go back to, I would probably go back to Ireland, because when I was there, that's where my ancestry is from. And I did not get to explore. I was working the whole time. For the whole month that I was there, I was working that whole time and didn't really I could see a lot of Dublin, got to see a lot of Dublin because I could stay in Dublin proper and be able to get around. But outside of that, I wasn't able to really get to see the countryside like I would have liked. Hi there, Russell. I missed your question. Sorry about that. Hi there, Stefan. Thank you for chiming in. Have I ever been to Bulgaria? I have not. I have not. Yes, the Emerald Isle. Yes, Emerald Isle. And then I do, and in Florida, I do like to go up to the to Panama City Beach area and Fort Walton, Destin. That is the Emerald Coast. I would be a perfect model for your lowrider. Russell's question is, are they real? Yes, they're real. So, and if you went to my fan pages, you would know that they were real. You'd get to see them in action. Because what happens is, what you see here on Instagram and YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook, all of that content is gone through production and everything else to make sure that it is in compliance with the guidelines of that platform. So there are no wardrobe malfunctions. They may come close, but there's no wardrobe malfunctions. However, when I do have a wardrobe malfunction, that edit gets to go on my fan pages. So that's the pages you need to check out. Well, if you go to my bio links, if you hit follow first or subscribe, follow, subscribe, and then go to my bio links, it'll bring you right to my fan pages. Have I been to Portugal? I have not been to Portugal. I have multiple platforms. I have multiple platforms. Hi there, Gary. Thanks for laughing. Favorite food, favorite music, and thunderstorms or snow. All right. So, favorite music is going to be classic rock. I like all genres of music. So, like holiday music, I love holiday music during the holidays. But I prefer the big band era of holiday music. The Frank Sinatras, the Perry Comos, the Bing Crosbys, the Gene Autrys. I prefer all that style of holiday music. That really velvety, smooth um, voices, the big band sound to it. Love that. Everyday music, I will flip between country, which is like almost the new classic rock, because a lot of that, the tones and the music and the guitars and the drums, everything that's in that reminds me of the classic rock. So, so that would be, the Fleetwood Macs, the Eric Claptons, the AC/DCs, for the little bit harder stuff. The Guns N' Roses would be, the classic, that classic stuff. But then again, Foreigner and Pat Benatar, those would all be favorite. The Eagles, all-time favorite. So there. What was the other one? Snow or thunderstorms? All right. As a kid, in New England, it's different. Storms are way different in Florida. You can see that storm coming at you. You can hear that rumble in the distance, and you can watch that storm come in because it's so flat and open. In New England, you really don't have that opportunity, but you can hear it. So and you can smell it when that thunderstorm is. If you can smell that iron in the air, you can feel that electricity. And I would open the window or open the door and have the screen open, and the covered porch would be there, and I would just listen and watch that thunderstorm roll in, and I loved it. Thunder rolls. So that I do appreciate a good snowstorm if I am snuggled up in front of a fire and I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to drive anywhere, go anywhere, do anything of that nature. So, so that is always, if I am snowed in, that's also can be lots of fun. Yeah, isn't that a good smell, surfboard? Don't you love when that you can smell that electricity in the iron? You know that storm is coming. Nice to see you too, Christian. Yeah, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, absolutely, and Thunder Rolls, Garth Brooks. Yeah. Rainy Nottingham, UK, Matt. All right, rainy. It's rainy in Nottingham. So sorry to hear that. Unless it's a good rain. Sometimes I do in the summer, I like to hear that pitter patter of the rain on the roof. I don't mind it at all. But when it's in the fall, when it's in the spring, it's a dismal rain. I don't like that rain. It's cold. It's a miserable rain. 2 days until your bodybuilding show? Fantastic. You've shredded to 270. Fantastic. You're seeing all those striations. You're seeing all that muscle. Yes. Yes. That's fantastic. Good luck. Good luck. Um, is New England part of Canada? No. No, it's not. No. It's south of Canada. Massachusetts, where I grew up, is about 6 hours south of Montreal by driving. Czechoslovakia is in the house. All right. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Do I watch TV shows? I do. I tend to binge watch, so I don't watch them every week. I like for the whole series to be so I can binge watch back to back to back. So I've been holding off. I'm watching Yellowstone. I just started watching it, the newest season, 2 nights ago. I think I'm on the last episode for tonight, the current, Connecticut. Yeah, you go up to Massachusetts. Well, Rayman, I used to go down to Connecticut. I used to go to Foxwoods or to Mohegan Sun. Yes. I used to go. But you know what? In Mohegan Sun, I had way more time going in the kids' arcade, going in the kids' casino, than I did in the real casino. They had an awesome playland for the kids and a place for you to drop the kids off at. You could do babysitting at there. But when you came out, it was a whole arcade, and it was just awesome. I had so much fun there. I found that to be way more entertaining than going and playing the slots. But anyways, so yes, and in addition to that, I've been to New Haven and Hartford, and I drove through it a lot to go down to Manhattan. So, but that's where I would go in Connecticut. Thanks for liking my blue shirt. I do appreciate that. It's a Henley. I like the shirts with buttons on them. I have no sound. Tell me you can hear me. No sound. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it is almost time for me to say goodbye. And so I'm sorry if you aren't having any sound. You like the low cut? You're from Brooklyn, surfboard? Yeah. As many times as I've been to Manhattan, I don't think I've ever gone across the Brooklyn Bridge unless I've been driving. So, and I don't think I've spent any time in Brooklyn, oddly enough. It's always been Manhattan. So, or just driving through on my way, passing by. You can hear me? Fantastic. I'm so up. But my other platform, I think it's Instagram, can't hear me. So I'm not sure what happened there. I can try adjusting the volume, seeing if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Still no sound? Sorry to hear that. Let's see. No, my microphone is on, so I don't know. Oh, thank you for liking the color of my skin. It's I always called it kind of a bronze. I was always jealous that people would get like this honey color to them when they would tan, and I always got more of a bronze. So I just consider myself the bronze goddess instead. I should do a story time. I do some story times, but they're on my fan pages. So you have to find my stories on my fan pages. Just hit subscribe, go to my bio links, and check out my fan pages. So, all right, well, I am going to shut down on, sorry that you can't hear me. I've done everything that I can to get that volume going on, to get it going on Instagram. There we go. Yeah, going to the arcade reminds you going to play Street Fighter. Now, I used to also go to the arcades when I was younger. That was the thing to do. And there was a place in New Hampshire where I would go. It's Weirs Beach. So up on Lake Winnipesaukee. Yeah, I loved going down there. You subscribe to me everywhere? Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Live long and prosper. Absolutely. Live long and prosper. Yeah, skate with a bodysuit and a tutu. No, I would get a skating dress. I used to have plenty of skating dresses. Yeah, yeah. Back in the day. Back in the day, I would have plenty of skating dresses. I don't know if I have. I don't have any pictures on my phone from back when I was skating. So that would have been like back in the where you actually had photo albums, you know. So yeah, I don't have anything. None of the skating, none of the skating stuff has made it onto my phone. I'll have to look up some. Oh, I hope that you have a good evening as well, Christina. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I don't know why the sound went out. I'm so sorry about that. But it is gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys because that isn't working. But join me on my YouTube live. All right. So I ended the other live because something happened with the sound. There was a call that came in. So what will my next video be about? I have some things that I got planned for tomorrow, but I'm not going to just divulge them ahead of time. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, not that kind of skating? Yeah, I'm so glad that you are subscribed everywhere, Ron. I do love that. You used to live in Quebec. Yes, I visited Quebec City. I stayed at the Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City. How long have I been married, Scotty? I've been married for almost 30 years. And that is, but you know, hubby knows all. Hubby knows that wants me happy. So that's the best. That's the best thing. Happy life, happy wife, right? Or happy wife, happy life. However that saying goes. You're from Maine, Luis? Nice. I've spent a considerable amount of time in Maine, from Kittery to Ogunquit to Bangor to Papoose Pond to Sunday River. Where else have I been in Maine? A bunch of places in Maine. Yeah. You've seen me skate? Yes. Yes. I will be posting more skating stuff. I skated today. I was able to get out on the ice. So, thank you, Joffrey, for chiming in. You're Bangor. You're near Bangor. Yes. How are things down under? You're Joffrey's in. If it's the same Joffrey I'm thinking of, is in Australia. Good day, mate. Where it's already Thursday. How often do I get a hall pass? Whenever I want it. Should I want to enact it? So, that's, yeah, you've got the YouTube. You know, you go to Maine, you got to go get lobster. You got to go get lobster in Maine. Yes, Maine lobsters. They're the best. They're a thing. It's a thing. And you ever notice, they'll say New England lobster. So New England lobster are good, but they're not Maine lobster. Maine lobster are the best. Maine lobster rock. So yes, I hope you all have a good night. I will be saying goodbye shortly. I'm going to end this in about 5-6 minutes. So how was my gathering yesterday? It was great. It was great. Thank you for asking. I had slow cooker beef brisket, spicy beef brisket over noodles Made some latkes. Yes, had a big gathering. So thanks for remembering, Christina. Yes, it was a lots and lots of fun. So about 8, 10 people. It was good. Uh, yes, lobster is now $17 a pound. So $80 for a lobster. Yeah, for a good lobster, right? Yeah. Old English. How old am I, Fruit Loops? I am in my fantastic 50s. I would love Bangor. Yes, Thomas. I did. Oh, I've been to Orono too. I've been to Bangor and I've been to Orono, as well as, like I said, Agunquit, Kittery, um, lots of places I made. Yes, good lobster. Lobster. Yes. I can bring on the New England accent. The Maine is a can't get there from here. Is an accent all on its own inside of New England, but Massachusetts, the New England accent is park your car at Harvard Yard. Yes. Going to Walmart, get some beer, go to the bubbler. Uh, don't forget to pick up the lobster on the way home. You want me to put on the hat behind me? Sure, I can do that. It's my straw hat that I wear when I'm up at the farm. My ponytail's in, so it'll look a little wonky unless I get it over the hump in the back. So I don't think I necessarily look all that good in hats, but that would be me in a hat. I can keep my hat on. You can keep your hat on. Keep your boots on. Do I have pets, William? Yes. Then you're new. You haven't seen Stella and all my farm animals. So yes, I do have pets. Stella is an 8-pound, well, she's probably closer to 10 pounds now, but rat terrier Chihuahua mix. She goes with me everywhere. Whereas the other animals stay in each of their locations. I have Jeffrey, who's a tortoise, and he is at my beach property. And there also has several cats that are outdoor cats. The farm has chickens and goats. They're dwarf goats. And then I also have barn cats there, as well as Big Boy, my guard dog, and Willow, who's a sweet white farm dog in training. Yes. Yeah, I need my overalls with that hat. And I do. I have overalls. I wear overalls often. Overalls often. How many pigs did I have on the farm? I started off with 2, Mama Pig and Papa Pig, but Mama Pig got sick and passed. And then Papa Pig, both were Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs and got quite large. And but Papa Pig was getting pretty lonely, so I found another home for him at a nearby farm where he could be productive. He'd aged out for eating, so that he wasn't going to be crispy bacon or anything. So I should wear my overalls tomorrow. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Hi there from Poland. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, some good bacon. Yeah. Well, that's I remember in one of the fairs, when you go to the state fair, the local schools raise some that have agricultural. Um, Florida is a big agricultural state, so the state fairs, each one of the schools have, or not all of them, some schools have an agricultural department, and where they'll get pigs or chickens, and they'll show them at the fair. And I remember going to the fair, and every year they would have somebody that was named Chris P. Bacon, because and they're sold at the fair, and that's what they become. They very rarely become, very rarely do they become a pet for somebody. Yes, pork, the other white meat. Correct. So thank you so much for being here. It is time for me to say goodnight and get on with my dinner. Yes. And I hope that you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit follow. Go to my fan pages. Don't fall for the fake Marys. And if I show my feet, you have to go to my bio links. Click on my bio links and go to my fan pages. So there's my feet for you. And my fingers. Feet and fingers. All right. You have a great rest of your night. Hit subscribe. Go to my bio links and check out my fan pages. And I'll chat with you again real soon. Thanks for joining me tonight. Be safe. Happy holidays.